Welcome to the Origami 9-hole cup expert division, hole number one. Here we're going to be sending a Zert down towards the green, trying to get into EB range. Now, this particular drive can be a little risky. You could, depending on wind strength, wind angle, great balls, there is a chance that you end up in either the bunker to the right by the water, the sand by the water, or the bunker to the left. If you hit perfect, good chance that you're going to be just straight EB, right? But the good news is that if you're in the sand, both sides, there's a sticky spot you can play with the Spitfire. I'll show you both, and I'll show you the EB um, shot as well. Now, I'm going to miss this EB shot, and I'll go over that and why. So let's start with the drive. So now I got a baby wind here. We'd say it's 2.5 top spin, 2 right spin, and at max P5 max arrest, we're gonna have the ball guide splitting that rough fairway line like you see there at P5 max arrest. 2.5 top, 2 right. We're adjusting P0 minus 75%. If you're using Caddy, you can do P1 minus 80%. Notebook users, it only goes up to minus 75. So you can play P0 minus 75 or P1 minus 80. Uh, no push up, full overpower, and then curl as needed. So here's what I've noticed on the curl. I'm gonna let this play out and then I'm gonna restart it. So in the lower winds, there's two major angles. One's a little more crosswind to the left, one's a little more straight tailwind. This was the more straight tailwind angle, and I'm gonna snap a picture and show you what I'm talking about. Uh, but and so this one generally, if you've got higher winds, you'll use a little bit less curl. But if your winds are below 10.5, I still think you need this amount of curl. So we're going like center line, touching the tip of the triangle, right curl, and low winds, no matter which wind direction we get. In the higher winds, you can take off a little bit of curl here. So this is the wind angles I'm looking at. So if you look in the back, if it'll let me click on this, there's a dark green tree here. That dark green tree is what I'm basically looking at to get my wind angles. So you see there's pink trees to the right, pink trees to the left. If you're anywhere in the dark green tree or left, I'm calling that the crosswind angle. If you're right of that dark green tree where I'm kind of pointed now, then that would be more tailwind. And in higher winds, the tailwind is going to require a little bit less curl. So if you've got 10.5 plus and you're right of the green tree, you should curl, do full OP, and then center line touching the outside of the shot circle. And low winds, you'll keep it tip of the triangle like I play here. If you're left and in the dark green tree or left, then you'll always do tip of the triangle no matter what the wind is. That's just kind of a little curl tweak. Now this shot, like I said, it can be a little tricky, but no matter where you end up, there's always a good shot because there's a nice little funnel. So this is going to be the EB shot. Now I missed this with a little great, but I think I caught the glitch here, and that's why I'm showing it. So I'm gonna check. It's standard EB rule plus 20. So figure out your slider. If you get this rollout, you just need to check and make sure you're not getting a glitchy ball guide. Now I add one right spin here to try and avoid the glitch, but if you notice, I'm still kind of close to it. So maybe I should have added either more right spin, or maybe I should have went with a little bit of left spin. But just below this is a little bit glitchy, and so I think I just kind of caught that here. But make sure you're not in a glitch. It plays standard EB rule plus 20 anywhere in this general vicinity where I'm at here. All right. Now you see I come up short, so make sure your ball guide is, but it's in line, right? Even with a minor great, it was right in line. Just make sure your ball guide is going through the hole by at least a square, so you don't come up short like I did. And then I'll show you real quickly. I'll show you two other shots. So if you come up in the sand to the right, or even in the rough to the right, this is how I would play it. There's a little sticky spot. You'll see it. I'm playing max topspin, and I'm doing 1 to 0.1 for the wind. So if your wind is like I got 11.5 wind here, I'm going to move 1.1 rings. If I had 10 miles an hour, I would move 1 ring. So anything below, like, so if I had 11.8, I would move 1.2 rings, right? Because it's closer to the point two. But if you notice there was a little sticky spot there, I was able to move it back and forth. The tip of the ball guide didn't change. Still gives you a really good opportunity at this drop. I dropped this one with a perfect, no problem, full top spin Spitfire. And the second shot also with a Spitfire using max top spin. But I'm going to show it to you from the bunker on the left. All right. So last shot we're going to look at here is from the bunker on the left. I just want to show you this in case you get stuck in one of these bunkers. Know that you have an out here, okay? And this one, I actually dropped this one with a great ball because we got a nice big sticky spot behind the hole. So I'm going to find my sticky spot, right? And then respin to have the ball guide going through the hole. Still in the sticky spot. See, I'm able to move it back and forth pretty good there. Ball guide stays the same. Now this one, I did 1.5 to 1. So basically, I had would be a 1.2 ring pull here, doing the 1 to 0.1, and then I half that and add it. So instead of 1.2, I'm pulling 1.8 here, right? Basically, I do the 1 to 0.1, which gives me the 1.2. I cut that in half and add it to it. So 0.6 added to the 1.2 gives me 1.8. Even with a great ball, still drops center cup. So just know that there's a funnel behind the hole and there's a sticky spot in front of the hole. So even if your drive does go off a little bit, you still got a great chance at dropping the albatross here. Good luck, and we'll see you on the next hole.